Hello, today I'm going to be showing you how to take apart a USP and clean it out. So the first step you're going to do is to remove the mag, check the chamber is clear, no BBs in the chamber. Then you are going to slide back until this little groove here is in line, then push the little bolt at the other side. Then that should pop right out. Now cock the slide fully backwards and then straight forwards and follow off. Now you are in the internals. Set down the lower half for the time being. So for the top half, what we want to do is we push out, the spring forward, lift up this little catch here, so you can't really see it right well, then remove that spring. Then push forward on the outer barrel, and the entire thing should slide out like so. Then the first thing we're going to do is clean the inner barrel. So get a piece of kitchen roll or gun clean. That's what I'd use. Kitchen roll, it's cheap, does the job. And if you've got an unjamming rod, they're really good to use. So put it in your unjamming rod, take the inner barrel out of the outer. You can give it a quick wipe down before you clean the inside first. See, this hasn't been cleaned in a while, so it's quite dirty. Remember to turn the hop up down on these before you clean it. Then, as with any other AEG, you clean the inner barrel. It's by pushing the unjamming rod or cleaning rod through the inner barrel. I like to do this a few times, just make sure the entire of the inner barrel is completely clean, like so. And I'll give the inner barrel one complete last wipe down. There. So I'm going to set that to one side for a minute. Next thing we are going to do is clean the outer barrel. This isn't very necessary, but I like to do it anyway, just for. So just give the outside a wipe down. Don't bother really with the inside. Shouldn't be dirty too much in there. If you're doing a full clean down, obviously clean it out, but for what we're doing today, just give it a wipe down, make sure the seal at the front's correctly seated, put that to one side. Next we're going to tear off a bit more paper and come to the lower part of the gun. You want to clean all the insides out. Remember to get along the sides there. All down into the trigger spring area, just give it a good rub, see all that's coming out. Get all the moving parts at the back, try not to get any tissue in it. I like to decock it sometimes, give the back a good rub, and where the decocking thing is there, give it a good rub. And I wouldn't recommend using degreasing or spray on this, because I do not know if it'd melt the plastic or not. I'm not saying that you can't, but I'm not saying that you should. So if you want to use degreasing spray, use it yourself. To me, simple wipe down does it good enough, and it works effectively. So I would say that is done now. So I get some more tissue, and we're going to clean all of the inside of the upper, especially along the rails in the little grooves, because you see lats just come out from one side. There's obviously a lot of dirt in there. Right up at the top, check that the that piston there is moving freely. Clean all around the little port there, where the hammer strikes. This can get quite dirty up here, so make sure you give this a good cleaning out. If you really want to clean the upper bit good, you can use some degreasing spray on the metal parts, just to get it out of the grooves. That should be totally fine. Now the piston, I'm not going to take it fully apart, just tug it forward, give it a little wipe on top, round the nozzle and the feeder, and that should be good enough. So I'm just going to quickly get the spring now to give it a not much of a clean down. You can take it fully apart by undoing that circlip at the end, but I'm not going to do that today. Just give it a general wipe down on the spring. There, good enough. This bolt here, just give it a wipe down around there. A lot of gunk can go out on that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put the inner barrel back in with the outer barrel, all like so. Take the upper part of the gun, insert the outer barrel with the inner barrel in, like so. Remember to leave this bit up. Check it's all seated. Then we're going to put in the spring. There's a little hole here. That end goes in that little pin there. So you push that in, hold that back, flip that little catch down, and just align it all like so. Next we're going to take the lower part of the gun. Bit of silicone spray, not too much, just there. That'll be fine enough for that part there. Sometimes maybe it's a tad down here just to lubricate it, but I tend not to put too much in. Just give it a few cycles, and that should be more than adequate. Maybe it's a bit on the decocking and safety, and that should be perfectly fine. On the upper, spray it a little bit down into the nozzle, into the port there, then just a tad. I like to put it on the back bit of the slide, and then when it's obviously on the main bit it should lubricate itself. Just a tad on the spring, just to try help it. Then to me that is now properly greased. You might grease it in a different way. If you really want, you can put just a little bit on the slide there, get a bit of tissue paper and just give it a rub along. A little bit goes a long way with silicone spray, so remember not to overspray your guns. Then tug back the cocking handle, tug the gun, pull it on, insert the bolt catch, tug back, press in, clicks in, check it all functions. Functioning really well. Try a magazine in it. Bolt catch is working good. And that's how you clean out a USP.